Time now for your keys to the kingdom on your home for the Kansas City Chiefs. 104.7 The Cave.
During the offseason for the Kansas City Chiefs, everyone was talking about what to do with that offensive line. Well, what about the defense? Here's our defensive coordinator, Steve Spagnuolo, to talk about how it's been going with the early practices.
Looking all good, happy to be out there practicing. I mean, the first thing to me is we always say is we don't want to allow teams to run the ball. We really do want to force them to throw it and then have tight coverage. I mean, down there, the throwing lanes get tight. We all know that, everybody that knows football. So you try to force them into throwing it in those tight windows. So that would be the first thing. In these kind of practices, we obviously don't get runs, so we can't really work on that. That'll come in training camp or in preseason games. But then the second thing is just everybody being on the same page. The third thing to me is where the league, football in general, has gone in the red zone, especially in the tight red zone, with all the, I'm going to call it option football. We call it swaps and seals and tight ends coming across behind the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of challenging football nowadays, and you got to make decisions on zone or man and how many guys you put up on the line. So we're working through all of that and hopeful that we can get better. And if we had just played, 50% better in the red zone last year, it made a huge difference, and certainly points allowed. I didn't think we were terrible in points allowed, but certainly when people got in the red zone, it was a challenge for us.
Those are your keys to the kingdom. Brought to you by My Dentist on North Glenstone in Springfield. Dr. Mark Milson, the doc that rocks. And your home for the Kansas City Chiefs, 104.7 The Cave.